Welcome back to Camp Cooking with Xiaofei. Camp Cooking with Xiaofei. That looks like a good crop of firewood right there. Axes are really useless, by the way. They're only good for cutting down trees. In any firewood situation, you're gonna be better off with either a saw or a wedge and a maul. When Jonathan and I grew up, the house we lived in used wood for heating and hot water. So we used about 12 cubic meters of wood a year. A lot more if it was cold because my dad didn't like any noise. We just did everything with hand tools, so saws, mauls, wedges, bow saws going back and forth. So Jonathan and I know our way around some firewood. Welcome back to Camp Cooking with Xiaofei. Camp Cooking with Xiaofei.
Sponsored by chicken.
It looks bad to cook without a shirt on camera. I don't know, should I wear a shirt? I do want more subscribers. I'm not wearing a shirt. You can't make me wear a shirt. Alright.
He's a big man.
Yeah, grown-ass man. Do what I want. I'll start over.
So what's cooking, Asher?
I'm glad... I'm gonna do that again. That's why they call me One Take Xiaofei.
So what's cooking, Asher?
I'm glad you asked that, Nati. Today, you guys are in for a real treat. We're cooking one of my favorite dishes to eat while camping. We're going to cook it on a campfire because we're camping. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Today we're going to cut onions, potatoes, a little bit of taro, carrots, and cabbage, and then lay some chicken leg right on top of it, put it in this big pot right here, and then throw it in the fire. It is going to be delicious. The fat from the chicken is gonna just soak right down into those veggies, and it'll steam all inside that pot. To start this, let's open up our, Jesus. So for this, we can cut the onions very large.
Looks delicious already.
Yeah, onions and garlic are basically like the, hey, what's cooking starter kit. I like to leave the skin on my potatoes. Wow, 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 wow,
Like
wow. We don't need to cut this garlic. Just toss them in whole, it's fine. Nati agrees. Doesn't really matter how much you put in, just as long as it's a lot. Little radish for flavor. Yeah, here's what's missing. We need more color. This table's at an angle. We've got runaway carrots.
In Israel, they're much longer and smaller.
What's really better, length or girth?
It's like the century egg, but it's the century question.
The century question. What's better, girth or length? This is taro. It's like, yeah, it's like eating a potato raw. How is it raw, Nati?
I can see that it can be good.
Now we have a big pot of veggies here. Most of these are starchy carbohydrates, so they're going to need to cook for a while, break down the starch. So now we're going to put a lot of salt on it and some rosemary and olive oil and just mix it all up. But these kind of heavy starches are olive oil and rosemary's best friend. We're gonna put a lot of rosemary leaves on here. It's very, very hard to get good olive oil in Taiwan. I keep olive oil in my car at all times. It smells good, doesn't it? These are those mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna be able to close the lid, right? If we put some chicken on top. Taiwanese black vinegar, delicious. Last but not least, we do the chicken.
No.
It's getting dark now. Our fire's getting ready. We're just gonna put a little bit of salt and spices on this chicken. All right, it's too humid for paprika. We'll just do regular old pepper. We'll just lay this on top like that. There we go. And then we'll put this in the fire and just leave it there for, a good hour. All right, Jonathan, now what we want to do is we want to lift anything on fire out of the way. So we have a place we can put the coals. And we want the coals to sort of be 360 around it.
Okay.
So let's get up all of these. I didn't bring the tool for this, obviously.
I can see that all the practice you've had with chopsticks is helping.
Let's make a bed like that. Oh my goodness, that looks good. Look at all these coals here. Oh, my face! Just set that right there in the middle. But what I do is I like to put it all around them. This is very, very hot. And that's what's cooking. Woo! Let's go for a swim. Nati, ready for a swim? whatever this tiny waterfall is called. I don't know. It's next to Maya. I got my car here to illuminate it, and now we can have a nice night swim. I'm excited. It's a little bit cold. Wow. Scary, 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 scary.
And you said I couldn't do it.
All right, Nati's just been really itching to see what's in there. Do you have a plan for where you're gonna put the lid? Oh man, that looks good.
It smells amazing.
Radish, carrot, potato, onion, garlic, that kind of stringy mushroom, tomato, the cabbage, and green beans, and taro, that's 10. Plus chicken.
Very good.
So I think the carrot is really good. Oh, the taro is interesting. It doesn't taste like a potato.
Oh, it's not. No, it doesn't have a taro. Now, when you guys say interesting,
It's not a bad thing. Asher, you are really interesting.
all right, I see how it is.
What's the taro milk?
Huh? It's probably taro and milk and sugar. It needs like a hot sauce or something.
Do you have any hot sauce?
I don't have a hot sauce, but I do have like cayenne and stuff like that.
I think what it reminds me.
Yucca. It reminds me.
Yeah, it's really soft, yeah.
It reminds me of yucca. Probably in the same family as taro.
You can eat yucca?
The root.
Like any yucca root?
Mexican food
Yeah.
can contain yucca.
Warning, may contain yucca.
May contain yucca.
How's the chicken?
You can really feel the flavor all over.
That's why I really like cooking chicken in a Dutch oven. That's our new favorite way to cook chicken.
Because
in
the
our
fat
oven.
drips down
Yeah.
onto everything and just
I
like
know.
soaks with everything in.
What do you do on Dutch oven?
This
This
kind of
kind of
pot.
pot, yeah. That's why we use the leg of chicken because it's very fatty. So if you put a chicken breast on there, it wouldn't make such an impact on the flavor. Skin on. Don't take the
Oh.
skin off
Why is that?
because it's the fat. That's
Fat.
fatty, yeah.
Fat is flavor, and the feet make the best flavors.
Good for toothpick.
Yeah. And it comes in a pack of 3.
So we just got a few pots like this, really big. So you can put a whole chicken in it. You can fry it and then put it in the oven or the other way around.
We like to put a whole chicken in the Dutch oven with some carrots and onions underneath, and put it in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, so a pretty low temperature, for 2 or 3 hours.
Here they do ground chicken. They like dig a hole in the ground and fill it up with fire, stick a chicken in it.
Like a barbecue.
I like these green beans.
Delicious vegetables.
If you want a piece of bread, to
Me too.
Me three.
like those mushrooms, really makes it like noodles.
I call them spaghetti mushrooms. One of those things that like you see it and think of a name, and the name's just so good that you don't never bother to like look up the actual name for it. Who knows? It might really be spaghetti mushrooms. I don't know.
That is delicious.
Oh, excuse me. Before we cut into this mystery fruit, let's have some xiaomijio.
Show me what?
Cheers.
Yeah, so we have one more mystery fruit. We have no idea what it is.
I know, it must be a berry.
Berry, it's huge. A big berry.
Bananas are berries. That tastes good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, yeah. But it tastes very similar to mango, honey mango.
Texture of the skin is similar.
But it's so much thicker.
I actually wonder if it's in the same family as the custard apple.
It doesn't have the flavor at all.
Because it's in the same family, it might have a different flavor. Like cherries and peaches are in the same family.
I think we cut it the right way.
That's really delicious.
Yeah.
That's my favorite unknown fruit so far.
We still don't know what it's called.
But I'm hoping someone will tell us. I'm going to look up other things in the mango family and see.
This is definitely not in the mango family.
The seeds are completely different.
Also, mango has one pit. Custard apple kind of has a bunch of seeds similar to that.
We really need help. If you know what this is, please let us know.
I think that's enough for tonight. Turn off the camera.
All right.
Unless there's something you want to say.
Subscribe below and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notifications.
This guy pays attention.